PU, welcome. So, the competition. How much the competition matter here? How 2020, the dating, it's more harder than ever here. How can I have success? So what makes me success before doesn't get me success in these days here. It gave me success short term more than long term my strategies here. One of the strategies was kind of like present myself interesting character, and to be honest, the girls want more. They want maybe some serious or a lot of money or progress, and I never able to give the girls progress, or I never some kind of like serious boyfriend here. I was like fuck boy more than anything else here. And to be honest here, kids, like I don't think for guys they can just like have a girlfriend or was have sex with her or whatever here, with anything else because maybe it's part of it. It's difficult to really. I'm not good in a relationship, to be honest here. I'm much more better in one night stand as myself, and like it's kind of like fuck boy, chicks boy, player, playboy, you know, kind of like adventure guy who's the girl getting like have sex with one time here, but not like long term here. I never really get this kind of long term potential imagining myself because it's like what do you represent for women here? Are you like short term or long term dating material here? And for many women it's like I'm short term here, probably not like 99% curious females short term is still long term here. Like they have to decide like what strategy they're gonna apply with me here, long term or short term. Imagine myself like, well, how can I get the girl stick around here? You know, how can I get the girl stick around, like be more than just short term strategy? And it's interesting. It's a lifestyle, money, social relevance, emotional connection, and a lot of a bunch of more things against it. And if you don't have all those figured out, you always make disadvantage yourself. You can always do better as man. You can always have more connection with girl, more social connection, more lifestyle here. Because if you have nothing going on, you always have a very weak position man here. As a guy, you need to have a whole bunch of shit going on here and have a lot of options. It's cool here. Well, imagine the thing about the competition here is like there's a lot of girls and they interested well, then they lose interest here. So many guys have a problem with losing interest in women here, and they're not really aware of it. Why is this so here? Maybe it's a little like your neurology, just you like to always have new girls coming, and you like to have old girls staying, but it doesn't work really. It doesn't work here. So like the girls always drop you out because maybe they want someone who will be very, very serious of them. Someone who will be married to maybe, or someone who's able to really like, who fuck knows, who's exactly the ideal man here, who fuck knows. And I'm not really very understanding what the women really want here, like what the women really want here. You know, sometimes they want who I am and what I look or what I represent here, but most of them they don't. Most of the time they're more interested in something else. I don't know what is it here. There's a lot of guys. I'm not the only guy in the world who have a hard time with the girls. A lot of guys in the world have a hard time with the girls. You know, I'm not the only one. It's true, here. Like if I have a hard time with the girls with my masculinity here, with my positive energy here, if my like this kind of sex god of mentality here, well, I mean, I can imagine how many other guys in the world have a hard time with the girls. Hell a lot here. I mean, I can imagine because those guys who really don't have much going on in life, because there's so many nerds and geeks and people who waste so much time on things here, who also have a hard time with girls because they don't really have, like that kind of like aura of awesomeness of themselves here. Aura of awesomeness. Okay, so how can a girl stick around with some guys like that? I don't know. Well, but like many guys have a hard time with the women aboard here. Even because with the money, there's a lot of rich men who don't have a hard time with women. There's also a lot of guys who are very good looking guys, and they can get some level of success, but they still, just alone what good looks doesn't really, it's not everything here. Also, there's a guys who's like a celebrities here, everybody famous, they still, because some reason they don't like, they never really make it for like kind of like what we're really interested in. Elvis Presley, what can I learn from him here? Try to look what was this kind of like this intensity here, or kind of like aura of awesomeness, like look, I'm cool, everything I do is cool, my voices are awesome here, my lifestyle, my body language is like awesomeness here. It's kind of interesting concept here, how some people are like separating one man to another one here. What is the difference between different men here? it's kind of interesting to see the neurological inside the brain, how the neural connections of the guys separate each other here. And I thought like if I was super masculine, I attract super feminine girls here, okay, sinner. And it's true. I'm not getting a lot of lesbian women or some butcher girls interested in me here. I'm not also attracting the gays much here, so maybe sometimes they show interest, but it's not like they show interest in who I'm really am here. Like imagine it's different things. People are interested in what you 1 hour, what you just some online profile, what they quickly see and they just here, versus some validation, some like quickly here. So ask yourself, who are the people who are most attracted to you, most interested in you? What are your options are here? I need to always ask myself like, what girls are most interested in me and why? What girls options I have here and where are they? How they are? What can I do? It's good to really look for like, do I have any options? Is any girl attracted to me interested here? There's a lot of girls that kiss like here. I think it's kind of like when I look for here the women, it's kind of like I don't really make myself very kind of like kind of how would I say it? It's like it's not like they're looking for every man and context of social relativity here. And if I'm not part of the social relativity, then I'm not part of the options. There's like it's some random stranger guy here. They cannot really say that I'm bad or good. It's like and there's just part of that options. I'm just some stranger here, and most girls don't like stranger here, and that's a big problem here. For most guys, you need to really look yourself like you need to make yourself socially relevant. These girls here, like everything else. Okay, so looks matters, but social relevance is really king here. Really, with the women's, I recognize it's king. It's like irrelevant what you are here. Social relevance is king here, but in long run here, social relevance is not the only thing what matters here. If you're kind of a loser boy here, like because of the timeline, everybody age and girls want more guys than just social relevance here. So you can be very social relevant guy, friendly and nice, and like everybody knows you, but they will see you eventually long term. Like, well, he's poor, you don't have a job here, and he doesn't even take care of his looks because he's fade and all his shrink here. You could be like kind of cool in some context here, but eventually people will like you will just slow down here. So as a guy, you need to always maintain your attraction here. You need to progress, and the girls come the same thing. You cannot be like have like high status between your peers. Okay, so you need to really keep projection forward here, and to get somewhere in your life. Okay, so and same goes to social. Everything needs to maintain effort, but also progress here, and that is it here. And many guys who are like social relevance guy here is that they after they lose the social friendship or whatever, they have nothing left, okay, since they're empty, like, whoa, no, I'm lost my friends, they're all gone, now I cannot get nothing back here, I'm just done, so it's good as a man to be holistically attractive and not just focus one aspect only here, and that is so important here, so focus holistically, put 20% sign of the money, no, I'd say like, put 1/3 of the time of them pursue money, 1/3 girls, and 1/3 health here. That's called triangle here. I'd like imagine all your time here. So when I have a day here, imagine like you have 16 hours time to do things. Okay, so split in 3 those things. Work. What is it here? 16 hours. How much is that? 6 hours. You can split it. 6 hours work, make money. 6 hours focus health here. And 6 hours game chicks and talk them here. So 6 hours you eat food, you take exercise training, you little bit have like a massage and so on. 6 hours you work, you make money, doing money, and then the health is kind of like you also reading some health magazine, relax, and the remaining third is kind of like girls. You can maybe 5 hours every day to pursue girls and like call the girls in social media, interact them, say hello, approach them. Somebody thinks 5 hours quite a lot here, but it's not too much here. And I think about this, looking for is that too much here in a world like giving 1/3 your time to the girls here. But remember, you always have 1/3 here. We will never do too much here to care. You will never do like more than 1/3 with the girls because you always like, okay, I got my 1/3 today here. Now I focus on the thing here. 1/3 is mean all the girls dating and sex interact with them here, and it's mean all it's like going nightclub and etc. here, hanging with the girls and so on here. That's the 1/3 here. Also with it here, like going to dance class, it's all that 1/3 here. That is a good way here, and that's kind of an ideal pyramid here. Like maybe you're looking for like a 5 hour with the girls, and maybe 5 hour health, and 7 hours of the work in here. Maybe have a little different kind of variety of the numbers here. After all, you have to split here, and remember 8 hours go for sleeping here, and that's quite a major thing. Health, like 5 hours, it's mean eating food, taking showers, and going a little jogging, going gym. All those things are within a 5 hour here. So you devote 5 hour day for health related here, and that's kind of cool thing here. So like it's definitely good to have here. Some guys devote all the time. They have a zero for girls, okay, so, and that's bad here. Because if you have even one less than minute per week with the girls, like, well, you're not gonna have success with the girls for sure, you know, yeah. No guy really can be successful with the girls, just only work all the time and focus on health and work here. You need to also put some effort to say hello to girls. Imagine yourself, you're a guy who work like 10 hours every day here, and you put 6 hours in health here, and nothing for women here. How bad is that, you know, guys? And you already work 10 hours. I mean, 10 hours work is a crazy work here, a lot here. So you at least make a lot of money for sure, you know. But, you know, in order to attract girls, you need to be really like interact with them here. You need to get somewhere here. You need to really like, if you put zero effort to women, it's not like they will come just because you have a lot of money here. You need to sometimes be presentable and then interact with them here. You need to interact with them here. And it's really difficult, this word. Let me try to